What I'm about to share with you in this video is super classified, but it's gonna make you guys a lot of coins. In this video, I'm gonna show you 3 investments that really nobody is talking about that you guys can still get into ahead of Team of the Year later this week. If you guys do enjoy the video and it does help you out, please consider dropping a like. It's much appreciated and it helps the videos grow. And of course, if you guys want more FIFA 22 market videos, content reviews, and of course even leaks, make sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on any of it. So right off the bat, guys, we're going to start with our first investment here. And with Team of the Year, we're obviously going to get a lot of puzzle SBCs, a lot of upgrade SBCs, and we've actually started to see that a little bit here in the Team of the Year warm-up series with these kind of, 81 plus whatevers, whatever they were, like the midfield position ones. And we're likely going to see league-specific ones for Team of the Year. Now, people are saying that we didn't get them last year and stuff. What we actually got last year was league specific ones, but the requirements weren't league specific, so you didn't need 11 Premier League players to complete the Premier League one. You just needed rare ones, I believe. Regardless, it doesn't really matter, and in my opinion, I would still look to make this investment anyways, even if those requirements aren't exactly what we're looking for, and that's going to be rares from the Premier League and the Ligue 1. And we did this during Black Friday as well, and it paid off very nicely. And the reason why I recommend this, even if there's a possibility of these cards not being required for the SBC, these cards will still get used regardless because they're still the most popular choices. So what you guys are going to want to do is invest in literally just rare golds from these leagues. Discard price, you can literally pick these cards up at 700 coins if you're patient. If not, 750 is completely fine as well. Go ahead, go all in, do whatever you want. These cards will go up. During Black Friday, we did see that these cards hit about 1,500, 1,600 cards. So if you buy them all at 750, 800 coins, that is doubling your coins right there. Really easy to do. It's a super simple method. And of course, you guys can, sell off over a period of time. You don't have to try and scramble all your selling in right away, where it could be throughout a whole day or two anyways. And you guys can also go ahead and look at this league as well. These are going to be the 2 most popular leagues in Team of the Year because we are likely going to see like Messi, potentially Mbappe, maybe as a 12th man or whatever. And then of course we're going to have a lot of Premier League cards get in too. Of course, you guys could always look at the Bundesliga cards as well. It doesn't hurt to do those. Just because we are going to see Lewandowski, we could be seeing Joshua Kimmich, and maybe we see someone else slide in, who knows. But other than that, I wouldn't touch any Serie A cards or La Liga cards because we just aren't going to see those guys get in. I mean, maybe you see Benzema, but there won't be as much demand for those kind of La Liga cards. Whereas these Premier League ones, of course, will go up because they're the most popular choices. When people are completing SBCs, they're going to go and look at Premier League cards. And of course, with all the puzzle SBCs we're getting, I wouldn't be surprised to see like Prem cards required to complete some of those puzzles and stuff like that. Next up here, and we're going to go on and take it over to FootBin, we're going to talk about informs. Now, informs are not going to be a buy that we are going to be looking to do really right now, but it is something that we are going to keep in the back of our mind heading into Team of the Year, and you could start to pick up some of these cards as we get closer, and it's literally just any inform with a good league or nation. We've seen multiple times over the last couple weeks where these cards have absolutely blown up in price just due to the SBC content we've been getting. And what you're going to see with the new Team of the Week coming out on Wednesday and a lot of lightning rounds during Team of the Year, you're going to see these cards start to finally come back down in price for a little bit. So any card that you see at discard price from probably 80 rated or higher, go and store them in your club. You can buy one of each, you can go all in, do whatever you want, but you will likely see another couple rises on those cards over the coming weeks, especially with Team of the Year. We're likely going to see some really good content out of EA from this point on. So I really am looking to kind of buy in on some of these informs once they hit about discard price. Now, when to sell these cards, of course, when they rise up. It's kind of common sense. I can't tell you guys a specific time because I just don't know EA's content schedule, and I don't know, what the peak rise of demand and all that stuff is going to be. And this kind of leads me into my other one. It's not really an investment I would make beforehand, but something you guys can kind of keep an eye on. And that, of course, is going to be just fodder in general. Now, we've seen it actually explode over the last kind of day or so. With the mid-icon player pick being repeatable and stuff, no supply coming in, you are going to see these cards kind of continue to rise throughout the week. But with Team of the Year, we're going to get so many packs being opened during this time that these cards are going to come crashing down in price. And I think it's a great time for you guys to start looking to buy them back. As far as any fodder goes, any high rated I think is going to do very well in the future. But during Team of the Year, you're going to see these cards come down a ton. So once you guys start to see these cards bottom out a bit, and I can't tell you an exact time, that's going to be the time that you want to go and pick these cards up, because these cards, of course, will explode throughout. We have a lot of good promos that come out in the winter. You know, we have like Future Stars, we have potentially like a Winter Refresh, Winter Ones to Watch, whatever it might be. And then, you know, we have a really fun kind of March period of time. We'll probably see some more Champions League cards come in when the round of 16 resumes. So we're going to have some really good promos come out, and fodder is going to be needed for it. And EA have kind of shown that they're ready to push fodder up a bit for people to start opening some more packs, because obviously packs look a lot more rewarding when you can pack, you know, walkouts that are not worth less than the pack that you open. Now, as we did predict, meta cards are starting to dip down, and we did say that they were going to do that as we got closer to the Team of the Year, and we saw a pretty big dip on a lot of cards when this mid-icon player pick came out. That's why I said you guys should remain liquid during this time. And a lot of people probably didn't, but I wish people did listen. And I said sell like last week. Buy time is going to be coming soon for those meta cards. Now, I'm not going to share an exact time yet, because I still want to see how the market's going to react to everything. I would say that maybe Friday would be a good time before the full Team of the Year comes into packs, because we are going to see a lot of people opening packs. There's going to be a lot more coins coming back onto the market, something that, you know, we've been seeing a lot of coins leaving the market with all the SBCs we've been getting. So with a lot of coins coming back on the market, I could definitely see some of these cards starting to rise back up after Friday hit. Might be a good idea to kind of buy your teams back, but then I would look to kind of sell them that same weekend, because again, with the full Team of the Year coming back in, I could definitely see some of these cards dipping down, and you kind of want to do like a buy sell, kind of just a continuous cycle over this kind of Team of the Year period. But we saw cards like Mo Salah's first inform. We saw that card end up dropping a good amount. He dropped like 30k. I used him for a day. From Saturday into Sunday, he dropped about 30k. Just because this mid-icon player pick had come out. And we are seeing icons dip down. I told you guys I'm not a big fan of buying any of the icons at all during this Team of the Year time, until we're like midway through the full Team of the Year being in packs, because that's when finally people won't be selling icons, they'll be looking to buy them. But we saw with Sunday's graph, you know, when the content came out, these cards just kind of kept dipping down. They dipped a fair amount as far as all the icons go on the icon index. Mid cards obviously took a bigger hit than, say, another card would, but that's just something that you could kind of keep in mind. Now, if you guys are still watching, there is another investment that I kind of do like. Of course, we are still going to be getting the MLS Foundation sometime soon. I want to say it's going to come this week, especially because now we know that the objectives for the foundations are going to be running out this week. I wouldn't be surprised to see the MLS one come out. It was leaked. It was supposed to come out. Of course, it never did come out. But I'd imagine that it is going to be coming out rather soon. So I do like the look of maybe like a Clint Dempsey. I know we recommended him a while ago. But when the Pato SBC did come out and people were trying to link him into teams, Clint Dempsey actually went from like discard price up to 18k. I'd imagine with the foundations he might do the same, especially if we get foundations in the middle of the week. And that's just due to the fact that people will kind of be waiting for Team of the Year. So hey, they might go ahead and complete some, you know, little foundation SBCs while they wait. And of course the cards are rather decent anyways. And like I said, I am expecting to see these foundations come out, especially the MLS one, because the MLSs are in the season pass. So kind of keep your eye out for that. I think these cards will do rather well. I think right now they're set at like what, 12, 13k on Xbox. Not a bad shout. Don't go all in, because of course these cards could hurt you. EA could never release these cards and you could be waiting a little while, so be careful with that. And of course, with Team of the Year coming, a lot of people are going to be grinding league SBCs. It doesn't hurt to go ahead and try and buy some bronzes and silvers from these good leagues, especially once Team of the Year is fully out. I think that's when we're going to see a lot of people start crafting packs. No one's really done it too much yet. I feel like you've seen a few content creators do it, but usually with like these promos, we see a lot of people start crafting SBCs and stuff when the actual content is out. So any of the cards from the top nations and stuff, you know, the top leagues, not nations, I think trying to buy those bronzes is a good shout. I don't know if Premier League ones are probably the best idea. They're still super inflated from their last time around, but hey, doing the bronze pack method or something might be a good idea to kind of stack some of these Premier League bronzes. But of course, you guys can literally hit up these other leagues, because these bronzes are back down very low. It wouldn't be a bad shout to pick any of them up like 700 coins or less. from either, the French League or the Bundesliga, because these cards will be used. People will be crafting a lot of packs over this time. And if you guys don't have the biggest budget, or you don't like to go into the bigger cards, or you whatever the case might be, you don't want to go into fodder, these cards might not be a bad shout if you could pick them up rather cheap. Like right here, you see 3 cards listed 800 coins or less. These cards could easily become like 1.5K once that Team of the Year does drop and people start crafting packs. Because I'll tell you right now, this is going to be the most packs you've ever seen opened yet this year for FIFA. It's Team of the Year. It happens every single year. Now, we did talk about metas obviously dropping and potentially rising rather soon. If you guys want to know when to buy and sell your teams exactly, check out this video right here on screen for you guys. It'll tell you all you need to know, the best buy times, sell times, and all that from previous FIFAs, and how you guys can kind of put that into this year, as well as I kind of predict when the best times for all that is gonna be. Check it out right here. Thanks for watching. Peace.